filming a video on how I cut my hair. Now, before I talk about a big disclaimer on why I cut my hair, I will leave a time to skip to if you're really not bothered about that kind of thing. But if you're wondering why I want to cut my hair, then I will just explain to you. Basically, this is what my hair looks like. It is this colour and this length. I am hoping to grow it a little bit longer than this, but obviously you do need to keep it trimmed to keep it healthy. And quite recently I've noticed that I've been getting split ends and things, quite a lot of them. So today I thought, you know what, I'm going to film me cutting my hair. What I usually do is I usually trim my hair, and the reason is I know there's going to be a lot of you out there thinking I'd never do that, or you're weird, you can't do it, it's wrong. But I don't do this because I think that I'm a hairdresser, or because I think that I know how to do it, or because I think, yeah, I'm amazing. I simply cut my own hair because going to the hairdressers is actually quite expensive. Particularly the one that I used to go to was quite expensive. And just for a little trim of the hair, it costs so much money. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to do it myself. I'm not bothered about if I do it wrong, because to be honest with you, my hair is quite long and there's not really that much that can go wrong. I did have layers in my hair, so I'm just starting to grow out the layers because I do want it all the same length. So I do tend to just trim this more than I trim through the layers, but I just do it because it's expensive, and also because I do actually enjoy cutting my hair. It's something that I enjoy. I've got control over what I'm doing. I'm the one that decides how I cut my hair and what I do to it, because I find that often you go to the hairdressers, they can actually cut too much off, and I just think that it's just something that I want to do, basically. So I cut my hair, I'd say every 6 weeks, just whenever I feel like it's necessary. So I'm now going to show you what I do to cut my hair. If you want to ask me any questions about it in the comments, then please do, but I just want to let you know that I'm not doing this to show you how to do it. I'm doing this just to say this is what I do, and maybe you'll be interested. So don't think that I'm trying to, you know, say, oh yeah, I'm a professional, because trust me, I'm not. So yeah, let's get started. So to begin with, I'll just start by combing my hair with a brush that I cannot find. Here it is. I'll just comb it through, and it would actually be best if your hair is straightened or kind of not curly, because obviously when you cut it, you want it to be completely straight. You don't want it to be wavy, because then it will be cut at different lengths. So I've just combed through my hair. I actually combed through it a couple of minutes ago. And just to show you the scissors that I'm going to be using, these are the scissors that I'm using, and they are actually proper hairdressing scissors, quite expensive ones. My nana gave them to me, she's a hairdresser. These are really, really good. I think cutting your hair with normal scissors is not anywhere near as good as using these. They're incredibly sharp, and you can feel how sharp they are just by cutting like this. So I do use these ones. That's all I'm going to start with. Okay, so it's hard for me to explain things. I'm just going to start by taking half of my hair, sort of clipping it back around to the other side. I know I'm going to look like an elf or something weird, but do you know what? That's what you've got to do. And then I'll comb through it, and then what I do is I grab the scissors and I will grab a section of my hair. So I'll try and do a close-up and show you where I'm not talking, but I'll grab them and I will just snip away at an angle. I won't go straight across like that. I will do that, but I will just show you now. As you can see, I don't trim that much off it. They're kind of almost the same length, but that's because I want to grow my hair. Obviously you trim it as much as you want. What I'd do is I'd show you what I've just done now, trim it all the way through in little sections, and then if I wanted to have it shorter, I'd then go through again in little strips and do it like that, making sure that the whole time I'm comparing it to the rest of it, making sure that it's at a similar length. You don't want it to be dead straight, you want it to be kind of feathered out just like this. Well, that's how I want it anyway. I feel like I'm showing you, but I'm just showing you what I do. So I'm now going to do the top half. I will do the other side, but I don't feel like I need to show you too much of that. So again, I'm just going to comb through this. Now, I don't clip the bottom bit back because I want to keep the top sort of in line with the bottom and kind of see how that is. So I'm just going to start by cutting that, and I'll start with my fringe. So I've now done this side. As you can see, this is the difference between the two sides. There's not a massive difference, if any. Well, obviously there is. Basically, the reason why I trim my hair is to trim away the split ends. I did have loads of split ends. So I'm actually quite happy that they both look a similar length because I don't want it to be that much shorter. So looking at it, I can see that this bit is a little bit too long. So I'll take that, and I'll then get my scissors and I'll just snip away. And also I can see that's probably a bit of mist because I can see the dead ends. So I'll just cut at that like so. And as you can see, I've still got my layers in there. So I've managed to keep them in there by just snipping away and trimming them. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go onto the other side and do that, and then compare the two sides. So yeah, just make sure that everything looks kind of neat and in line. So that is basically how I cut my hair. I'll basically just go at the end and just run it down and make sure that both of these ends are pretty much the same throughout. So yeah, that's how I cut my hair. Even if it looks weird to you or whatever, I don't really care. I cut my hair because I want to, and I want to save money, and I just want to do it because I like it. So that's up to me. And if you want to try and cut your hair, then please do make sure that you kind of are confident with it, because I think if you're a little bit scared, things can go wrong. I'm 100% confident with cutting my hair now. And yeah, so oh, low battery apparently. So thank you for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and I'll see you in my next video.